My family secretly cut me out of the inheritance, so I used the truth to take back what was mine. My name is Lucas, I'm 34, and I live in Gdansk, Poland. For most of my life, I believed family loyalty mattered more than paperwork. I learned the hard way that paperwork is exactly where betrayal hides. My family wasn't rich, but we had one serious asset: a 3-unit residential property my grandparents left behind near the old town. Growing up, my parents always said, "This will be divided fairly between you and your sibling." I believed them. I moved abroad for work, sent money home regularly, and helped cover repairs whenever my parents asked. My older sibling, Marek, stayed close, handled logistics, and slowly became the golden child. At least, that's how the story was told. When my parents' health declined, I asked about wills and legal arrangements. "Everything is settled," my mother said. "Don't stress." Calls became shorter. Messages took days. Marek stopped sharing updates altogether. I told myself grief makes people distant. I told myself family wouldn't lie. That was my mistake. For months after my parents passed, I received an email from Marek. No sympathy, no conversation, just one line. "The property has already been transferred. There's nothing for you to claim." My hands went numb. I checked public land records that same evening. The property, now valued around €510,000, had been transferred almost 3 years earlier. Sole owner, Marek. Signed by my parents. While I was still wiring money for maintenance, I flew home and went straight to the property. Marek met me outside, arms crossed. Defensive. "You live abroad," he said. This was the logical decision. I asked quietly, did they understand what they signed? He looked away. They trusted me. That answer told me everything. What they didn't know about me. Before my current job, I worked briefly in municipal records administration. I knew where inconsistencies hide. I requested medical competency records, notary appointment logs, witness statements. The truth hit hard. The transfer was signed during a period when my father had been officially declared cognitively impaired. And the notary, a longtime acquaintance of Marek. I didn't confront him again. Instead, I collected certified documents, filed a formal legal objection, requested an ownership freeze, reported the notary to the oversight board. I let Marek continue renovating. Let him rent out units. Let him boast. Timing matters more than anger. 3 months later, the authorities stepped in. Bank accounts linked to the property were frozen. Tenants received legal notices. Renovations stopped overnight. Marek called me repeatedly. "You're tearing the family apart." I answered once. "You did that when you erased me." The ruling didn't come with drama. It came with paperwork. The transfer was declared legally invalid. Ownership reverted to the estate and was ordered to be fairly divided. The notary lost their license. Marek received fines and a permanent legal record. In a city like ours, reputation doesn't recover from that. I could have forced a sale. Instead, I offered one option: buy out my share at market value, or continue the case publicly. Marek paid. Quietly. I returned to Gdansk long enough to close the chapter. I didn't celebrate. I didn't gloat. I just walked away knowing this. Family betrayal doesn't always come with shouting. Sometimes it comes with signatures and silence.